that move. Hello, YouTube. It is I, Stephen the Human Monster, here to start off this video with a freaking bang. There's something I gotta do real quick, because YouTube really seems to love making my live streams have something to do with music. YouTube, I get it. I do music stuff a lot. That doesn't mean that I want to have this video put onto a music thing. Oh, Lord. Hello, people, by the way, of the people who have decided to come and watch my stream. Hello there. 'Tis nice to make your acquaintance. I can't really see what anyone's saying, but 'tis nice to make your acquaintance. So I guess I'll put this here. Hello there, chit. Alrighty, let me see if I can change the frickin' form of this, because this is not a music video in the slightest. What's bad about the media? That's gonna be a fun one to go over. So, I was watching a video. I'm subscribed to someone who goes by the name of The Quartering. That is his name. He usually goes on and talks about certain situations when it involves, like pretty much situations that are just really bad and shouldn't even happen in the first place. Drama channel. I guess that's what he would probably be. No, I see him more as a news channel. He's more of a news channel. He talks about the news, but just, oh boy, this media, what you have done this time, it's too far. I dislike YouTubers who use drama for views. He's not really using drama for it, at least I don't think. Only reason I'm doing it is because I'm like, mother frickers, what the heck is wrong with you guys? That's why I'm making the streams, because I'm like, what the actual HE double hockey stick is wrong with the media right now? Sean Connery. I'm not sure how many people know who that is. From what I know, he's an actor, and he passed away not too long ago, so I hope he rest in peace him. I really do hope that he can rest peacefully. However, I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to, considering how much the media is deciding to smear him. Like, it's so bad. Like, the media is pretty much just going after him for no reason. Not even that long after he passed. It's like, what the actual frick wrong with you? Why would you just pass? Look, if you want to do it for clout, do it for clout, but don't do it just to freaking talk about him. That's just wrong. Like, if you're just gonna smear some... I heard Dr. Apis canceled Love Letter because of the hate. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Love Letter was like... I know I've heard that name before, but I'm not sure where. I've heard Love Letter. I've heard that. If you get your email. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is still the same thing. I'm trying to find, like, the actual, things to see if, like, I feel like I can find the things where it's pretty much talking about how exactly does one put it, where it's okay, what happened? To give a rundown, pretty much the media decided to smear someone, well, an actor that goes by the name of Sean Connery. I think he did like the 007 things. I think. I'm not. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. I just know that he was an actor, and like the media just decided, hey, you know what? Let's completely ruin this dead guy's reputation because he passed away not that long ago. And honestly, rest in peace, Sean. Rest in peace, him, because Jesus, the media should not be going after someone just for that. Like, it's so bad. Like, I've seen some pretty fricked up things from the media before. How many memes are in the Discord? Like, man, that's a lot. I would, but right now I'm just kind of like, I'm questioning what the heck's wrong with the media. Like, why would you smear or why would you go after someone who just passed away? Like, moments after they passed away. Like, why? It's stupid to me. It's so dumb, and it's just dumb. The media can be very, very stupid sometimes, and that much has been proven to me. I don't know why they do that. I don't either. They're pieces of trash. I should honestly change the freaking thing of this video because like, yeah, also spoopy stuff, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Just pretty much media and just random crap is what this is going to be. Why would they be recording before they passed away since it posted after they did? It was after they had already passed away. Like, this was after everything, but moments after that this guy had passed away, the person named the Quartering decided to do a video on it talking about how the media's just going after him for no reason, which is really screwed up. And like, for whatever reason, why the media would be doing that, I couldn't give you an answer. I could not, because it's just so dumb. It's dumb and it's wrong. Like, you shouldn't go after someone moments after they pass away. Like, you shouldn't go after someone after they pass away at all in the slightest. It's just very wrong. Very, very, very wrong. But I guess that's the media, isn't it? Doing things wrongly that other people might think is not wrong. But it is very wrong. Very, very wrong. I don't really have much to say on that situation, besides the fact that, like, I'm just kind of disgusted at the media right now. Because it's like, why? Why would you do that? So I have nothing else to really say on that matter. No, also, you, Riley123123, love letter because of hate. I'm curious about this. Like, Doctor, I'm curiosity is going to kill the cat, but you know what? Don't care. It's what I do best, man. Oh yeah, so he did cancel love letter from the looks of it. I don't see why he was the one who had to cancel anything, considering, if I'm correct, wasn't love letter like a correct me if I'm wrong anyway, but isn't Love Letter like a thing off of if my brain will function. Brain, please. Yeah, it was. Okay, so I was right. Love Letter was like a thing based off of Yandere Simulator. Oh boy, do I have things I would love to talk about. Yandere, a fan game off Yandere Sim. It wasn't even a freaking fan game, and I mean, if it was a fan game, holy crap, didn't really notice that. But like, I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest, personally, I don't see why they got hate. Like, listen, Yandere Dev, he's a piece of trash of a human being. He just is. There's no other way around that. He's a piece of trash human. He doesn't know how to freaking get a game out in general, which I can't even say I'm surprised about. And it's just like, oh god. Like, I don't see why Love Letter got any hate in the slightest, because like I feel like that was, I honestly think that's kind of stupid, because the meshes in the grass and bushes are like, yeah, I'm just honestly just thinking to myself as to like why it lags out the game. Yeah, I wouldn't know. And I'm not sure which game you're talking about. Like, if you're talking about Love Letter, I wouldn't know. I haven't played it. The only one I've played is Yandere Sim. And that was for like a very, what, how long did I play that for? I played it for like 10 minutes, I think. But because I didn't really exactly have a good computer at the time, it didn't run the greatest. I mean, it ran, just didn't run the greatest. But like, just me personally, I don't see why Love Letter deserved any hate, because like, at least from what I've seen on the situation of Love Letter, from what I've seen of it, I don't see why. 6 years makes sense. He's a lone dev who can't code. If only Tiny Build wasn't harassed of the team. I don't know. I don't remember hearing anything about that. I don't think I remember hearing anything about that. I don't think. I'd have to look that up again. I wouldn't really know. Yeah, no. Nope, there's nothing on terms of that on freaking Google. And if something like that was brought up, oh, it would have shown up very quickly. I probably would have seen it as well. If only Tiny Build wasn't harassed of the team. She's an alone dev who can't code. It's on YouTube. I wouldn't know. I cannot find it. I can look for it, I guess. I can try to find it. Oh, grooming, doxing, Asana. Oh, okay. Geez, then they were both shitty people. God. Can't we just get a developer who wants to make a game like Yandere Sim of like frickin' without the frickin' crap? Like, Jesus. Good God, they're both crappy people. Can't we just get one person who wants to do it with frickin' stuff? And when it comes to the whole tiny build thing, I remember hearing about that and I was like, frickin' finally, he's getting somewhere. I will take a look at that. Not right now, but I will take a look at that later. But like when it came to Tiny Build, I was like, freaking finally, he's done it. He's finally gone and gotten a team, and then he decided against it because he's such a self-centered piece of trash. Like, I don't think there was anything. I don't think Tiny Build did anything in terms of like anything wrong anyway in terms of Yandere Sim, because like if you've seen how Yandere Dev reacts to things, you know very well that like he is a bad guy. I don't want to say like he's a no, I can't not say he's not a terrible person, because he is. He is a very, very, very terrible person. I've seen that firsthand. Heck, there was one thing that actually made me lose a lot of, well, actually, no, it made me lose all faith in him. I still can't believe it happened, but like, there was a video I saw on Yandere Dev, and it had to do with, what was it? I think it had to do with like Yandere Dev kicking someone out of his Discord because they had a disability. And when I watched that video, I was like, wow. I'm just mind boggled. Like, there was a lot of proof behind it. There was a lot of proof for it. Tons of it. Against Yandere Dev, anyway. And like, it was so bad. It's like, why would you kick someone out just because they have a freaking like disability? Like, that's just on a specific person real quick. All right, well, you do that. I'll give my opinion on it if you are able to find the person. Now, I won't be able to. I can do the speak, I promise. I won't be able to stream for too long. I've got another hour. That's about it. So what I've got an hour. So I guess I'll stay on. Well, obviously I'm going to stay on for an hour. I've got nothing better to do, and I mean, I might as well talk to you guys. It's Spoopy month after all, and it's Spoopy Day. It's the Spoopy Day, October 31st. I was like going to talk about, yeah, Smash has got better, a lot better. I hope so. I hope he has. I haven't checked up on him. I haven't looked at him. I haven't seen things that he's done, so I would not know. But I hope he's doing better now. Again, I wouldn't really know because I haven't checked up on the situation for him. I'll probably have to take another look-sees. But you know, I still wouldn't really know. But I mean, if he's gotten better, and so far I've gotten one person telling me, I certainly hope he's gotten better. Because like with everything that's happened with him, it really wasn't, well, you know, wasn't a very nice situation. I think everyone remembers when I did the stream on him and I was like, dear God. So yeah. But if he is getting better, that's good. That's good to know. It's good to have that information. I'm glad that he's doing better now. At the very least. Because I'm not sure how I would react if he was, hadn't changed, I guess would be a good way of wording it. If he hadn't changed, I'm not sure how I would react. No, I know how I would react. I know very well how I would react. I'm like, oh, gosh darn, it's another one. There isn't really too much else I can really talk about. I think I don't really know what to talk about. Dark Deception is dying. Damn, it's sad. Oh, Dark Deception. Dark Deception. I have heard of that game. I've never played it. Gosh darn it, I know I've heard of that. I have heard of it before. Dark Deception. I think I've watched like a few videos on Dark Deception, but I'm not too sure. My brain don't really function too well right now. But I am fairly positive. I know I've seen... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen people play the game before. It was very, very... interesting. I think, to say the least. I mean, it looked terrifying. I'll give them that. It looked terrifying. Very terrifying. I would probably get scared half to heck while by playing it. 1 to 2 years of waiting for Chapter 4. Yeah, I don't know too much about that series, so I wouldn't really be able to give an opinion on it, because I haven't been there for it. So it certainly sounds like it sucks, though. 1 to 2 years of waiting for the 4th chapter to come out. Like, good gosh. That certainly don't sound fun. That's at least what I know. That does not sound fun. Not in the slightest. Waiting for that long just for the game to come out. It sounds very annoying. Very saddening, too. It's what it sounds. Kind of reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Team 4-Star. That's what it reminds me. It reminds me of Team 4-Star. If you know who that is, and you know what that channel is, that's all I know. That's all I know. I don't know what to talk about. I don't really have too much else I could really talk about. I guess something I could bring up is maybe about, like... No, I guess that's something I could bring up. Mystery Tale and Time Locked. I'd really quickly like to thank the people who, actually took a look at that and tried for things there. For the Mystery Tale and Time Locked things, and also... Mystery Tale's going through. It's actually going through now. We've got a decent thing right now. We've already got, like, I think about 2 pages done so far. What's Mystery Tale? Okay, Mystery Tale is pretty much an alternate universe of Undertale, in case that is not obvious. Should be quite obvious. However, the story of it is going to be very different, since the timeline of it really stays the same. I guess the only real difference I could give to it, at least in terms of if you were doing a Frisk playthrough, like if you were playing through a game of Mystery Tale as Frisk, nothing would be different. Besides the fact that you wouldn't have a Flowey. That's the only difference that would be there. You would have an Asriel, not a Flowey. But where the actual comic's going to be taking place is going to be taking place after that, like after Frisk has gotten out of the underground, monsters are up above, and things like that. That's where the story is going to be taking place. And if anyone's curious about asking me, how did the monsters get out of the underground? I'm figuring that one out. You mean like upper tail? Sort of? Like, I mean, kind of. I can't really say. Like, I've seen upper tail, like, a few times, but, like, I'd have to take another look at it again to be able to, fully give you an answer on that one. But I'm pretty positive that, yeah, it would sort of be like that. It would take place after everyone's up on the surface. So it would probably be described like that, yeah, like upper tail. Because monsters are on the surface. Frisk is obviously on the surface. I mean, that one's quite obvious. Doesn't take a rocket science to figure that one out. And, I guess the only real explanation I could really give without spoiling anything is there's a new main character who you're going to get to see, I guess would be a good way of putting it. And he's a very wholesome child. He's very wholesome. He's kind of like a pacifist Frisk, I guess would be a good way of explaining it. He's like pacifist Frisk. I can't really go into detail with an explanation to what Mystery Tail is, because if I did, it would spoil some things. So I'm sorry. But more or less, yeah, it's kind of like upper tail, like everyone's already on the surface and things like that. Is the setting like Glitch Tail, but without Betty Nora? I guess you could technically see it that way. Yeah, it would technically sort of have that type of setting, but it's not like a city. It's more like a little... Well, no, I can't say it's not like a city. It is kind of like a city. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking that's how I would describe the setting. The setting would sort of be like Glitch Tail, but just without Betty. Here's the setting. It's like Glitch Tail, but it doesn't have the Frick Fracker Betty. There you go. It's what you get. The story, however, is very, very unique. Story will be very unique, so that's something to look forward to. There isn't really too much I could go into elaborating, unless you have other questions about... I'm actually intrigued about if the wizard that trapped the monsters in the underground would be involved. Like, do you mean if the wizard would be involved with Ezreal not being a flower? Oh, I think I see what you're asking. I'm not too asking. Brain, come on. I think I get what you're saying. But I'm honestly not too sure if I'm going to be honest. My brain isn't working the greatest right now. My brain's sort of like, downhill I go. Why? Because that's just where my brain is right now. Would the wizard be against the monsters on thin ice or friendly? Well, considering the story hasn't really changed in terms of the beginning of it, the beginning of Mystery Tail and how monsters get trapped underground, I couldn't really give an answer to that because, like, I'm not really too sure. I think they would be more like against them, I would think. So I don't really know. I can't really give an answer to that one because I legit don't know. So I can't really answer that. So if you have any other questions that I might be able to answer, because I can't. I can't really answer that because I don't know. I legit don't know whether or not the wizard would be against or friendly with the monsters, considering that's like way back in the past a mystery tale. So that's like, oh boy. I would not be able to answer that one, that's for sure. So if you have another question, because I can't answer that one, because I don't know. I do not know how I would answer that, because I'm genuinely not too sure. Do you have any other questions on Mystery Tale? The mystery of tales. I love how when I first made it, I called it question mark tale. That was beautiful. Granted, that's still what it goes by, but it's instead of just that, it's called Mystery Tale and looks like that. So is there any other questions that you have against that for the as a mystery tale? Because I can't answer that one. I can't answer it because I don't know. If you don't have any other questions, how is Mr. Would Kara be there, and would she know about genocide runs? Kara. So I can't go into too much depth with when it comes to Kara. But considering what you asked, I can thankfully answer both of these questions for you. Yes, Kara would be there, and yes, Kara would know about genocide runs. I can't go into depth with that because if I do, I might end up spoiling something, and I don't want to do that. So, but yes, Kara would be there, and Kara would know about genocide runs. Oh God, yawn. Goodness gracious. I feel like you're sitting there trying really hard to be like, all right, what other questions do I have that I can ask that he won't have to be vague about? That's about what I thought. I thought that's what you were doing. Like, all right, what can I ask that he doesn't have to be vague about? What about Gaster and his followers? Yes, Gaster and his followers will still be a thing in Mystery Tale. They are still a thing. If you're curious about whether or not Gaster will make an appearance in like the story itself, yes, he will. Don't worry about that. That's something I'm not too worried about bringing up because you don't know how he's going to. You just know that he's going to, and now that's something to look forward to. And as for his followers, I'm not really too sure what I would do with them. I could do a few things in terms of story with them, but I honestly, I wouldn't really, can't really go into too much depth about that because, but yeah, they are still a thing. If your main character is a human, would their parents make an appearance? This is a difficult one to answer because if I go into depth with this or say yes or no, it might give something away. So I can't really answer this one. I mean, I could answer the last part, which is the section of would their parents make an appearance, but that was your question in the first place, brain. As you can see, my brain is not doing the very much good function right now. But yes, their parents will make an appearance at some point, yes. And this is like an interview. You are correct on that. Very much is. It is. I don't know why my brain like stalled there for a second. Was like, hey, yeah, I saw this funny line. Silence. Just silence, nothing else. Just funny line. Let's not say anything about it. But yes, their parents will end up making an appearance. That is something that will happen. Would you say that Sans is Gaster's son or just a colleague of his? I would say that Sans is Gaster's son. I would say that. I've always sort of viewed it that way, like they were just some form of family with each other. That's the way I've always viewed Gaster, Sans, and well, I think you know the one who I'm talking about. The other person, the other skeleton, the one and the only. So I would say that, like, yeah, he would probably be Gaster's son. Per any chance, would the main character be some sort of mix of monster and human? I am not allowed to answer that question. I'm sorry. That is a question I cannot answer. And if you were to ask me if like he's just one or the other, I wouldn't be able to answer that either. I can't tell you what he is. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait to find out for that one. I'm gonna have to wait for the comic for that one because I can't answer that. It's funny because to some people, by me saying I can't answer that, that has to be what it is. And I love it when people think like that because, like, would the amalgams be fixed or still their monster form? I personally think the amalgams would still be like amalgamations because I think it would be very difficult to really change that. It would be very, very, very difficult to fix and or change that. So I'm pretty sure that the amalgamations would still be amalgamations. This is honestly really enjoyable. I'm kind of curious about what questions you're going to ask next. You gotta love it when your tooth hurts. Gotta really enjoy that. I'm honestly really enjoying the questions that you're asking because they're very interesting. Most of them I can answer. There's only been one so far that I couldn't. Would Metaton be a reporter for human TV? I don't think Metaton would. I personally don't think Metaton would be a reporter because of well, his personality. I think he would be more of a preformer. He'd be a performer. That's what I think Metaton would do. Is that he'd be a preformer. It's what I think, though. I'm glad that you're asking questions that I can answer because none of them have to do with a story. None of the questions so far have had anything to do with story, so that's yeah. Would you add Toby Fox as some sort of gag character or not at all? Hmm. You know, it's a good question. It's a very, very good question. Hello there.
On for 0.2 picoseconds.
I've been on for a while now. Also, just so you know, I'm streaming still. I'm still streaming.
Ew.
So let's see here. Would you add Toby Fox as some sort of gag character or not at all? And what would you do for Mad Mew Mew? You know, what's interesting is I've never thought about Mad Mew Mew. I've not thought of that. That now makes me very intrigued now that I think about it, because there are things I could do for that.
Yawn.
You yawn as much as you want, because I just can't go into depth with what I would do with Mad Mew Mew. And for Toby Fox, I would probably add him in as a gag character. Questions. Yes, I am answering questions, and I would probably add Toby Fox as a gag character, yeah.
Have you seen the thing under Would You Add Toby Fox yet?
You've been on for 0.2.
So if you haven't, I can just tell you.
I've actually been on much longer than 2 picoseconds, by the way. I've been on for like...
Darn, a minute, darn.
45 minutes, more like.
Well, that's a minute times 45.
Would time travel be involved?
Still counts.
No, technically no, time travel would not be involved. Technically speaking.
Or would it, Steven?
No, I'm pretty positive it wouldn't. I honestly don't think it would. That would be a very awkward story point to kind of explain, like, hey, yo, take a look at this.
Reverse this time casually.
I mean, unless you count, like, it depends. Changed. A game where you prevent to be a furry. And I own that game.
Yeah, he isn't wrong.
And I own that game.
I don't own it. I don't own it. I just saw it and I watched it and I was just like, but why? It's a good game, yeah, but why?
It is a good game. It's actually very well done. I mean, I enjoyed my playthrough of it. I thought it was fun. Yeah, I ended up dying at the end.
But here's the kicker. Here's the real kicker. Why? Why?
Why not?
Would you mix Deltarune characters with Mystery Tail? That'd probably be its own series in of itself.
That is a good question, though. Would I mix them in? Honestly, again, it's something that I haven't really taken thought of.
All right, listen. I can probably answer this. We're gonna worry about the Undertale 2 Electric Boogaloo after we get done with Mystery Tail.
Yeah, that pretty much explains it. Like, yeah, we're going to focus on the Undertale side of things and then probably focus on everything else later.
Yeah.
Why does my tooth have to hurt? Ow.
I'm gonna DM you what my alt has to do at the moment.
I'm scared. What can you say about our antagonist? Is it a he or a she? That's an interesting one. Sure that's an interesting question because I can't really answer that one. I can't really say too much.
Oh, wait. Which one are you talking about? Season 1, 2, or what?
Probably talking about the first one. Pretty sure.
Sorry, no. I'm not going to disclose this information.
Like I can't really answer that one. I can't answer that. I can't say.
There is two things in my mind because it's either this one or it's this one. What I'm thinking. Because you said season 1 was going to be based on a specific AU.
Yeah, Undertale.
Yeah, but it's a different type of AU from Undertale.
Well, obviously, that's why it's called Mystery Tail. Would Temmie in your universe have gotten to college? Yes. Temmie would have gone to college.
No, he wouldn't have just gone to college. He would be what he would be the mayor of Tim Village.
Yes.
Yeah. Be the mayor of Tim Village on the surface.
That makes a lot of sense too. But yeah, I can't say anything on terms of the antagonist. I'm sorry.
Let me ask a question, Steven.
Okay, what's your question?
Listen, Steven, this is an important question.
I don't know how to answer that. I barely know the guy.
Wait, you don't watch Game Grumps? You made it's a Game Grumps reference.
Oh God, if it is, my brain's going dumb right now, okay? Give me a break. If that's a Game Grumps reference, I've not... No, I think I've seen the reference. I think I get the reference.
I'm not so Grump, and we're the Game Grumps.
But I don't think I can answer that because, like, my brain right now is being very dumb and I can't really remember anything in terms of that reference, so...
Let me ask you an actual question now.
Ah, I see, you were warming me up. I see how it is.
Alright, now it's time. Alright, now it's time for the good questions. Let me get one real quick.
I don't know what to say anymore. Just ask anything. Like, really, if you want to. I should probably rename this to a Q&A. Just ask me whatever. I'll answer it if I can. I won't if I can't.
Alright, important question.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season in Mystery Tail. I cannot disclose that information. I am sorry. I am sorry, Isaac. I cannot disclose that. Considering you should already know the answer to that. So I'm quite confused as to why you ask.
Oh, never mind. It's the other way around. I have to be the person. I have to be the, you know.
Will the dog residue be in a museum?
No, it's
You know
gonna
what?
be in Steven's pocket.
Just for that, just because you asked that question, I'm now going to make it into a museum. Would like to join VC during the stream,
Wait,
but got
okay. This is a very important question.
You have an important question too. Oh God, I'm scared. Will the mouse get the cheese finally? Yes. Yes, the mouse will get the cheese.
Finally.
What will happen
So
to the poor
when they fall
snowman
to the
in
underground,
Snowden?
The remains of the cheese are going to be gone. It's going to be crumbs.
The snowman would probably just sort of be there in Snowden, probably still. Don't think much would happen to him. Think he'd just still be there.
And then Steven would push him over and like to laugh at him.
Yeah, sure, I would.
And then he'd pick up the snowman, put him in a wheelbarrow, and then drag him across the underground.
Hey, Isaac, tell me something. How can I do that if I'm not in the series? And you best understand why I'm asking this.
Oh, what series are we talking about?
What would happen to everything in Mount Ebbet? It would stay there. It would just be in a bit more ruins than it was before. Ha. Ha ha. Funny joke.
Alright, so, no, I know exactly what would happen to each place, alright? So, because there's only going to be a few monsters left in the underground, mostly because most of them will probably just still not like humans, so they'll stay there. The ruins are going to be, well, ruined, even more so. Snowden is going to have an overflow of snow mostly everywhere, except for, like, on path. A waterfall is going to be normal. Like, no, barely anything's going to change. I mean, some weeds here and there might be overgrown and block some of the old pathways that used to be there, but that's about it. Hotlands, on the other hand, Hotlands is just going to be the same barren wasteland that it was, but the lab's going to be decrepit and, well, rusty. After that, we go to the core. The core's going to be powered. The core's going to be, actually, no, MTT Resort. MTT Resort will be abandoned because nobody's there anymore. Like, barely anybody. Like, maybe some few stragglers here and there. Like Caddy and Braddy still. But after that, the core will probably be the same, just a lot, like, most of the lights of the core broken down and such. But it'll still be there. The Judgment Hall will probably have vines creeping all over it and most of the pillars broken. The throne room would be unkept. Therefore, all the flowers would be overgrown or wilted all down. The coffins would be gone because they've been brought up to the surface and buried. And the barrier would, be shattered.
Obviously. That one's kind of an, obviously. That one doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Souls, I mean, they did. I mean, everything in Undertale still happens.
I already explained that. I already explained that. A normal Undertale happens. What would you do with the human souls? God, that's another one I can't answer. I'm sorry. I can't answer that one. That's going story related, and I can't really answer story related questions. Because I don't want to spoil the story at all.
I've already spoiled mostly, if not all, of the story for me.
For yourself, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I wouldn't know. I don't know what
The
you...
only reason why I've spoiled the story for myself is because, well, you know, I was the one who helped make some of the story.
Mm-hmm. Once you finish the comics, would you publicly publish them? Like, do you mean like actually put them like in a book form? Because if I could do that, God, I would. I would so do that. I can tell you that right now. If I could do it in a book form, I would. I would do it.
Hey, Steven, would you want? Here's one question: would you want other people voice that mystery tale, or would you just keep it as yours?
What do you mean? I can't fully. I don't think I fully understand what you're asking.
Would you let other people voice act your comics, or would you just keep them as yours? Like only your people get to voice act them.
Well, obviously, I'm going to have other people come in because, like, I'm not going to have, like, the same voice actors voice the same people. I want to give my viewers a chance to try out for stuff like that.
Except for Sans. Sans is mine.
Sans is taken.
He's my voice. Sans
and also, hello there. If you thought I didn't notice you, I saw you joined.
Oh, well, what's this? It notices Chasm.
Oh, God, you're so quiet.
I'm sorry, let me just get my audio boosters.
I'm gonna need some of those. Could you send me some?
Yes, my same-day delivery.
Same day. Also, I guess if you're here, I would if you wouldn't mind, do you care if people here know about your role in Mystery Tale?
No, I don't mind at all.
Alright, so
okay.
Chasm over here is the main artist. They're really good artists. You gotta give them like claps because they're a good person.
Give me claps. Let them assess my art skills for themselves.
They will be able to.
I will force all of you to praise Chasm.
No, stop. I'll die.
I think the human souls would be a kind of type of power supply for Monsterville.
Now, anyways,
I wouldn't. As I said, I can't go into detail about what would happen with the monster souls. So. Yeah.
Buffalo, 500 brave Americans.
My mind is trying to kill its power.
So I can tell.
Permanently. Go commit power off permanently.
Power off permanently. You don't get a choice here. You stay down.
Listen, even though he's not monetized yet, I'm being careful.
I am not monetized yet. Would I love if Flowey never existed? Would Kara never go to the surface?
That's a good question, Steven.
I can't answer it though because it's story.
Well, I have to know about it anyway. You can tell me later.
Oh, I'm sorry, Riley. I can't answer that question because it's story related.
Can we just sit here and theorize about it?
Steven, why do you look like you're...
I mean, obviously, you guys can theorize all you want. I just won't be able to really give an answer to it to anyone.
Honest to God, it would probably depend on the situation than if Flowey never existed. Right?
Well, Flowey doesn't. Well,
somebody just plucked Flowey on accident? What if like Toriel just plucked Flowey on accident?
You know, I'm actually thinking about this a bit more now, and honestly, Flowey probably would exist now that I think about it, because Alphys still does the whole determination and Flower go burr.
Oh gosh, not the burr.
So...
Is that really how Flowey became Flowey?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What, you don't know how?
Why? I'm confused now.
he inserted determination into a flower, and that just so happened to be some of the flowers that Azrael's dust scattered across.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I think Flowey would still exist. Just Flowey would be a bit different.
Flower, and he's just like, why can't I just die?
Isaac, that's incorrect.
Flowey would I didn't actually take any thought into that. I never actually thought about that. Wow. I'm actually glad we've had this conversation. It has opened my eyes. Because I didn't think about that. I was like, "There's no way Flowey could exist if Azrael was alive." But then I started thinking about it, and I was like, "Well, actually, he could still live. He just would be very, very, very different."
It'd be funny, I think.
It would be funny, yeah.
Yeah, because Flowey's there screaming curse words, and Azrael's just like, stop it.
No, stop! Stop!
Just in the distance.
I can't even say dirty words. Wiener.
Wiener.
You know the comic. Yes.
It's an oldie.
Oh Lord, that is a funny comic. It is a funny comic. Now I'm not sure how many people could actually hear you two because I don't have my TV in here anymore, so I can't really Would Papyrus and Undyne be a part of the police force? Oh, absolutely. Well, Undyne would be. Papyrus would be more of a restaurant owner.
Alright, no, Papyrus is a chef.
Yes, Pappy would be a restaurant owner.
He owns a literal 5-star restaurant. He owns a 5-star restaurant.
Yep.
But think about it. When he want to be a police officer, because he looks up to Undyne, but Undyne's like, here, learn about food instead.
Papyrus would poison his customers, not gonna lie.
That's why he owns a famous restaurant now.
Yeah.
That's what you think. That is what you think. This is something I don't mind going into depth about because it's not really story related, is that Papyrus has learned how to cook food, and he has learned how to cook it whole well.
Of course. I don't know why people knock Papyrus for his cooking. I think it would taste good at least. He's still learning.
He was still learning, and considering the time difference between when, Undertale and Mystery Tale,
Mystery Tale, what does Papyrus cook there?
You don't want the answer to that question! Yes, he would. He would work in an Italian restaurant. He would 100% work in an Italian restaurant.
Of course, he owned it. He doesn't work in one, he owns it.
He does own it. You're right. He does own his own restaurant. Pappy has his own restaurant.
Yay for Pappy.
An unhappy face.
How dare you, unhappy face? Minus 5.
Would his mascot be Mario?
His mascot would be him.
As much as I would love to make it Mario, I cannot do that for very obvious reasons because of how Nintendo is when it comes to freaking using Mario. Oh, you want to use a Mario? Well, I'm going to have to diddly don smack you in the face.
He would hate, but it sounded so good for a slogan would be Bon Appetit.
I despise this slogan, but it works.
Small price to pay for salvation.
Oh my god, if anyone had a 0 out of 5-star review, Pappy, I can't believe it!
Sans, well, I guess I gotta trust this person's opinion.
Being a scientist has its perks!
It's not blackmailing, it's surprise, do it or else I'll force you.
Papyrus was showed his blue attack. Yes.
That's fair. Fine, I'll politely ask them. I will ask them why they didn't like it.
Yeah, that way you can improve the service.
Exactly.
Not that it isn't
Of course, perfection. You know, Papyrus would only choose people for his restaurant, though, that, like, were very kind. He would never be able to pick someone who was, like...
Yes, the best service in the world. Obviously, Karens aren't allowed in because we can just smell them. From
Wait, are you a Karen? Get out! Get out! Karens aren't allowed! Now! You're not allowed here! There's a literal sign on the front door. How did you miss it?
I know how to keep Karens out of the restaurant. Put Flowey in the front and have them insult their hair. They'll walk away real fast.
Ha! Genocide route all over again. Oh god. If a Karen ever attempted to attack the Pappy, some very bad things would happen.
No, all Papyrus would do, he would just grab a plate and smash it over the Karen's head.
How you like that one, bitch?
Freaking, he just grabs another plate. These might cost $100, but I got the money to spare.
Kill the Karen. Oh.
Alright.
You lack shoes.
Are there any other questions you have for me, Riley?
Wait, what would Papyrus's restaurant be like? Would it be, do monsters get discounts? Because hopefully they don't.
I wouldn't. No, Papyrus wouldn't be able to do that. He doesn't.
Okay,
he would
good,
not have
good,
it in
good.
him to make it unfair
That
for
would make
humans and
no
monsters.
Pirates.
So if he was going to have a restaurant, he would probably be like, everyone gets the same service, even if you're a monster.
No, Papyrus. Here's what Papyrus would do. If you eat there, each time you eat there, if you bring your ticket card, you'll after getting like 5 punches into it, you get a free meal.
Or if you just go over and over again, Papyrus would just give them it for free.
I agree, but no.
I could see him doing that, but this Papyrus is a slight bit different, very tad bit. He's not that much different. He's still a wholesome being. That much isn't changed. He just has a little bit less patience when it comes to dealing with Saiyans and people in general.
Oh, poor Pappy doesn't need that.
I swear, I'm trying to have a good day here, Sand, and you ruined it with a pun. Why did you do this to me?
Alright guys, I will be your waiter tonight. How may I help you?
Oh my god, he's helping. Wait a minute, he's working? What? Who are you and what have you done with my brother?
I'll be outdoor. Hey, Papyrus.
Yeah, Steven, I'd like to come visit your AU just so I can help Papyrus with hosting. Yes, thank you. I see a Karen. I will commit the death.
I will commit this is a stab.
Cass is like the bouncer.
I'm the
Would
bouncer.
your main character be controlled by a player like Frisk?
No.
No. No, it would not.
No one in Mystery Tale is controlled.
That's actually the interesting thing about Mystery Tale that people don't know. And I don't want to state that. I don't want to state why that is. I don't want to say why people aren't
I'm
controlled.
going to say something which is my little theory. Whenever Steven joined, it kind of just messed up the AU. Because he probably wasn't supposed to be there.
Just in the bottom right corner, Steven has joined the chat.
Yes. And then instantly Code has left chat.
Would a player been involved in the world at all? No. How would Frisk's decisions change from that? Actually, you will find that. I'm not going to say how, but you will figure that one out when we actually get to some. I think it'd be more like somewhere around like the 10th chapter, probably, in the story.
Oh god, don't get people yelling at me to draw faster.
No, if people yell at you, I'm gonna yell at them. No one yells at my artist and tells them to go faster. I mean, honestly, the way I would put it, like, if people tried forcing me to, like, work faster, I would sort of just be like, listen, this is my own channel, this is my own comic, go F yourself if you don't like how long it's taking.
I only do a page week usually. I'll end up doing 2 eventually when the year kicks off a little more and I am a little more used to the whole thing that we're doing. So it'll be a little faster, but I know it's gonna take a while.
It will be so much faster than it was beforehand, though.
Please, Sega, don't turn me into sand.
Please, Sega, don't turn me into sands! No! But yeah, a player would not be involved, and yeah, I can't explain how Frist's decisions would change. They would change pretty drastically, though. I can say that. They would change pretty drastically. I can't say how. I'm gonna make everyone very curious and now really want to know.
That's our job.
Of course! It's why I used to have it, so it's a freaking cliffhanger.
Steven, I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
Alright, you said he's gonna visit other AUs and stuff?
Not right away. That will happen eventually.
Not right away, I know that. That'll happen way later, but, like, is he only gonna visit the more well-known AUs, like Underverse, Underfell, Underswap, and all that stuff, or is he gonna visit, like...
No, he's going to visit a lot of different ones. He's going to visit the known ones, but he's also going to visit the less known ones, which is a blessing and a curse all at the same time.
We're not even gonna touch outer territory, because what would be the point?
That's fair.
I mean, you never know. He might. Never know, though. Can't say.
Yeah.
But he is going to be. He will be traveling a lot. That is the only story-related thing I will let you guys know. That's the only story-related thing you get.
You can visit Castle Cal. I don't care. I'm completely down with that. Like, Kara would immediately become friends with. Well, not. He become friends with him and stuff.
Oh wow! You actually sent me the video. Okay then.
Please, Sega.
Just silence.
Guys, my stepdad needs to talk to me about magic cards real quick.
Oh boy.
What are you, his tutor?
I think it might be the other way around. Right. Are there any other questions that you have? I don't know. I don't either. So I'm assuming not very many other people have any other real questions.
Please, Sega, don't turn me into Goku.
Yeah, Steven, we already talked about whenever hiatuses are gonna happen, I'm allowed to draw random, stupid, silly stuff.
Yes, of course.
And give it to you.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Hiatuses have to be filled with people working on the project doing stupid stuff together. That's the entire point.
Oh, stupid stuff! You want stupid stuff? Oh, I could give my viewers stupid stuff. I think we all know what that stupid stuff is.
The mystery fail thing to ourselves.
Yeah. No one here will understand what mystery fail is. No one will get it.
Me, who's also here.
Okay, well, Riley won't get it. All right?
Who's also here, so I don't even know.
Riley won't understand, and I guess other people who probably take a look at this won't really fully understand what it means either.
Steven, I must say, that is a very nice mustache.
Oh, why thank you. You see, it makes it easy so I can go...
You know what isn't cool, though? I'm gonna have to shave mine.
Oh, that sucks.
School, remember?
Oh yeah, your school's so stupid. I remember, I don't know if anyone here remembers, but I spoke about his school before in a past stream, and it was like... This school's so bad.
All schools suck, let's be honest. Especially Isaac's.
Isaac's is a special kind of suck.
Yes.
It's a special type of suckery.
It really is.
All right, well, I don't have really anything else really speak upon in the stream. I might do a stream later if I'm feeling up to it. Perhaps. I'm not going to say I am. I won't say I won't. I will, however, say I have something planned for next week, which I think you guys will like. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.